Hey, it's Bree here from Hippy Dippy Mom. Today we're going to be talking about how dieting is ruining your health. Some of the things I will talk about are diet versus dieting, why it's having a negative effect on your health, what you can do instead. So a little bit about me, if this is your first time tuning in. Again, I'm Bree. I am a registered nurse and a certified health coach, and I blog at hippydippymom.com. I am here to help you and your family eliminate as many toxins as possible so that you can experience true health and wellness. So, first of all, let me know in the comments if you've ever been on a diet. I think that most people, unfortunately, have been on a temporary diet. And let me know what your experience was, what your results were. I'd really like to know. So typically when I say diet, I am referring to just what we eat. It's just the word, that is used. In this video, though, when I talk about dieting, it's actual like fad diets and things that people are doing to lose weight quickly. So why dieting is bad is because what we typically do when we're just wanting to drop a certain amount of pounds in a certain amount of time is we're reaching for quick fixes. So, things like diet pills, we're restricting calories or our intake. We're going through fad diets. It's crazy how many silly fad diets there are out there. If you go through a bookstore, there are dozens and dozens of books, like the peanut butter diet, the ice cream diet, which is, I don't know, who wouldn't want to survive on ice cream, but you just can't. So it's just silly, and it's a, at least $1 million industry. But these quick fixes lead to things like nutrient deficiency. If you're on the cabbage soup diet and all you're getting is cabbage and maybe some broth, you're not getting the nutrients that you need. It increases our low self-esteem because we're already feeling crappy that our body doesn't look how we want it to, our weight isn't where we want it to be, and then we're going through this cycle of wanting to lose weight, and then what happens too when we're going on a diet is like the cycle that I mentioned. We're losing weight, and then you lose the amount that you want, but then you go back to how you used to eat. So then you gain the weight back, probably a little bit more. Then you want to lose weight again, then you gain it back. So it's just this crazy cycle. So that's what contributes to low self-esteem too, because like I mentioned, your body is already not where it's at, and then you feel like you're failing somehow because you end up gaining more weight in the long run. What can also happen is that not only are you losing fat, but you're also losing muscle and bone, which are super important. We need our muscle and our bone. Dieting can also seriously mess with our hormones, and our hormones regulate every body function. So not something you want to be messing with at all. Some of the quick fixes that people reach for are things like pills and shakes and cleanses, which typically have extremely harmful ingredients in them. If you have never heard of the issues with fen-phen, that was a humongously popular diet pill that just ruined people's health. So there's lots of information out there. If you want to look up fen-phen, go for it. Shakes. I have never been of the mindset that a shake should be a meal. I think that we are meant to chew and eat. So I, have never recommended doing a shake as a meal replacement. And again, usually they contain synthetic harmful ingredients. A lot of people do juice cleanses. I don't recommend those either. Even if it's organic juice and you are making it fresh, juices, when you pull the liquid out of fruits and vegetables, especially fruits, that's just pure sugar. So unless you're only juicing vegetables and it's fresh and it's organic, that might be beneficial. Again, I feel like we should be eating and chewing daily. So fruit juice cleanses especially, big no-no. That just spikes your insulin big time. And again, we need fiber. That's super important. My tag is itching. Another thing with wanting just to lose weight, with having that as your only goal, is that doesn't make you healthy. Skinny people can be unhealthy as well. Skinny people can have high blood pressure and high cholesterol. Skinny people can have cancer and autoimmune diseases. So weight doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to be healthy. So then what do? You develop a health goal. So, for me, for example, I never want to have a migraine again. I've shared that I suffered from migraines pretty frequently in the past until I eliminated toxins from my life. But that is my lifelong goal. I never want a migraine again. Those are awful. So every choice I make every day for the rest of my life will be to help me reach that goal. So, think of something that you want to avoid. Do you not want to be on medication? Do you want to have energy? Do you want to avoid, the disease that runs in your family genes? Make that your goal, and that way every decision that you make throughout your life will help you reach that goal. Also, examine your mindset around health and healthy living and yourself and your weight. And I recommend doing that by journaling. Mindset, get into the mindset that this is forever. Like I mentioned, healthy is a lifestyle. It is forever. That's another thing that we often do wrong with dieting, is it's a 10-day diet, a 30-day diet, a 3-month diet. So we're always in that mindset that, okay, in 10 days, I'm done. In 2 more weeks, I'm done with this diet. And then we just go back to whatever we were doing that led to the weight gain in the first place, which is why we're always in that cycle of losing weight, gaining weight, losing weight, gaining weight. So one of my favorite sayings is that health is 80% nutrition, 20% exercise, and 100% mindset. If you're not in the right mindset, it's going to be pretty difficult. So start journaling to figure out, what thoughts you have around your body and healthy living, and that will really take you a long, long way towards reaching your goals for sure. And that helps you get to the root cause. Sometimes why people gain weight is because they're overeating or eating a lot of the wrong foods like chocolate or sugar. And sometimes our cravings for sugar are based on our emotions. So also when you're journaling, you can start to really recognize, things like that. When I crave chocolate, it's because I really want a hug, or I really want to call somebody and share something with them, but I don't, so then you can start to get to those issues and address those as well. Another thing that especially women do that really kind of fuels the fire for our poor body image is that we compare ourselves. Let me know if you catch yourself comparing, yourself to celebrities or just random women on the street, your friends. I mean, I'm guilty. It's really hard not to do that, but you're you. Our bodies are never going to be like anybody else's. They're never going to be perfect. Nobody's body is perfect. It's totally impossible to do. So just start to, appreciate your body, for being your body. And of course, as you start to experience more true health and wellness, you will really start to love your body because it's functioning well. We are a nation that is obsessed with counting when it comes to what we think is healthy, because that's what we've been taught, to count calories, which is one of the worst things that we can do for our health. We count points and we count our weight, and we're looking at the size of our clothes. So if you feel like you have to count something in order to feel like you have control over your weight or your health, I highly suggest you start counting your sugar intake and the amount of chemicals that you're exposed to, because those are probably the two of the top leading causes of poor health and weight gain. So that is it for today. That is my short version, really, of why we should not be dieting, doing fad diets, and we should be focusing more on our health. I know it can get overwhelming. You might feel a little lost, like, this is what I've been doing forever. What, actual steps can I take to do to change this and to really achieve my health goals? So again, examine your mindset, do some journaling, count your sugar intake and your chemicals that you're exposed to. And remember, I'm always here to help you. And so I will link to my scheduler so that you can schedule a free 20-minute health strategy call with me, and you will walk away with 1 to 2 actionable steps that you can take to really start achieving your health and wellness goals. So till next time, take care.